Welcome to another interesting video with fun and unknown facts. Hope you will enjoy the video. Let's get started. Please do subscribe for more videos.
The Omicron variant of the virus that causes COVID-19 likely acquired at least one of its mutations by picking up a snippet of genetic material from another virus. This genetic sequence does not appear in any earlier versions of the coronavirus, called SARS-CoV-2, but is ubiquitous in many other viruses including those that cause the common cold. And also in the human genome, researchers said, by inserting this particular snippet into itself, Omicron might be making itself look more human, which would help it evade attack by the human immune system, said Venki Soundarajan of Cambridge, Massachusetts-based data analytics firm Inference, who led the study posted. This could mean the virus transmits more easily, while only causing mild or asymptomatic disease. Scientists do not yet know whether Omicron is more infectious than other variants, whether it causes more severe disease or whether it will overtake Delta as the most prevalent variant. Cells in the lungs and in the gastrointestinal system can harbor SARS-CoV-2 and common cold coronaviruses simultaneously, according to earlier studies. Such co-infection sets the scene for viral recombination, a process in which two different viruses in the same host cell interact, while making copies of themselves, generating new copies that have some genetic material from both parents. This new mutation could have first occurred in a person infected with both pathogens, when a version of SARS-CoV-2 picked up the genetic sequence from the other virus. Soundarajan and colleagues said in the study, which has not yet been peer-reviewed, the same genetic sequence appears many times in one of the coronaviruses that causes colds in people known as HCoV-229E, and in the human immunodeficiency virus, HIV, that causes AIDS. South Africa, where Omicron was first identified, has the world's highest rate of HIV, which weakens the immune system and increases a person's vulnerability to infections with common cold viruses and other pathogens. In that part of the world, there are many people in whom the recombination that added this ubiquitous set of genes to Omicron might have occurred. We probably missed many generations of recombinations that occurred over time, and that led to the emergence of Omicron. More research is needed to confirm the origins of Omicron's mutations and their effects on function and transmissibility. There are competing hypotheses that the latest variant might have spent some time evolving in an animal host. In the meantime, Soundarajan said, the new findings underscore the importance of people getting the currently available COVID-19 vaccines. You have to vaccinate to reduce the odds that other people, who are immunocompromised, will encounter the SARS-CoV-2 virus. We've seen high infection rates due to Omicron in some parts of southern Africa. That suggests that these are all plausible theories. But they are only theories at this time. They have yet to be proven through scientific studies, and those studies will also have to be verified. It is not yet clear whether infection with Omicron causes more severe disease compared to infections with other variants, including the Delta variant, said the World Health Organization, who in a written statement to DW on Tuesday, 30.11.2021. Preliminary data suggests that there are increasing rates of hospitalization in South Africa, but this may be due to increasing overall numbers of people becoming infected, rather than a result of a specific infection with Omicron. There is currently no information to suggest that symptoms associated with Omicron are different from those of other variants, the WHO told DW. Initially reported infections were among younger individuals who tend to have more mild infections. As of November 28, the WHO said there had been no reported deaths due to the Omicron variant. The variant was first detected in the second week of November. Vaccines remain critical to reducing severe disease and death, including against the dominant circulating variant, Delta. Current vaccines remain effective against severe disease and death. The widely used PCR tests continue to detect infection, including infection with Omicron, as we have seen with other variants as well. Studies are ongoing to determine whether there is any impact on other types of tests, including rapid antigen detection tests. Omicron's rapid rise in South Africa is what worries researchers most, because it suggests the variant could spark explosive increases in COVID-19 cases elsewhere. On December 1, South Africa recorded 8,561 cases, up from the 3,402 reported on November 26 and several hundred per day in mid-November. The variant's swift rise in South Africa hints that it has some capacity to evade immunity. Around 1/4 of South Africans are fully vaccinated, and it's likely that a large fraction of the population was infected with SARS-CoV-2 in earlier waves. Says Wentzeliers, based on heightened death rates since the start of the pandemic. If Omicron can dodge neutralizing antibodies, it does not mean that immune responses triggered by vaccination and prior infection will offer no protection against the variant. Immunity studies suggest that modest levels of neutralizing antibodies may protect people from severe forms of COVID-19, says Miles Davenport. The threat of Omicron has prompted some rich countries, such as the United Kingdom, to accelerate and broaden the rollout of COVID vaccine booster doses. But it's not yet clear how effective these doses will be against this variant. Third doses supercharge neutralizing antibody levels, and it's likely that this will provide a bulwark against Omicron's ability to evade these antibodies. More countries are detecting the Omicron variant, but the capacity to rapidly sequence viruses from positive COVID-19 tests is concentrated in wealthy countries, meaning that early data on Omicron's spread will be skewed.
Please do subscribe for more videos.